It gives me great pleasure to introduce week 26 of the Hastings Report with my wonderful ESFL veteran co-host, Leon Pettit. As always, Leon, how's your week been?
Yeah, all good, mate.
Man,
Nothing, no dramas.
no dramas. Yes,
Right.
it's good to not have dramas, and it was nice of you to see you there at the Hastings, if only briefly. Nice little win there, wasn't it, sir?
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was never going to come, but then we finally broke through their defence. I thought, to be fair, I thought they defended quite well. Bowers and Pitsy obviously up until we sort of kept peppering their goal, didn't we? Just couldn't find a way through until obviously Jake Elliott manages to play
Bit of
home.
magic.
Yeah, yeah,
They're number five. Bless him, because I thought he had a very good game there.
yeah,
Centre
yeah.
half.
No,
He helped it in the net for us.
yeah, I know. Yeah, it was
For the
harsh, wasn't it?
second. But
Yeah, to be fair to him, he did impress me. That guy,
no,
he's
it
quite
was
solid,
good.
isn't
Yeah, unfortunately, they couldn't hit a barn door. But yeah, we're moving away from Nations Report. Let's get back on track. So first of all, we go through to SCFL week 26. So we've got on the Tuesday, 14th of February. That was when our last report came out. But obviously, we didn't have those results. So we've got Lockswood 2, Little Common 3. Alvin Scott, Freddie Warren, and Thomas Miriam Batchelor, who won the man of the match, getting their goals for Little Common, with Lockswood's goals from Jake Lindsay and Henry Thompson. The Common was surprisingly, they were 2-0 down to Lockswood, but a superb second half fight back meant they took all 3 points. Lovely to see Little Common firing.
Yeah, yeah. In the words of Brendan Rodgers, they show great character.
So then we move on to the Saturday, and we go again to Little Common away. They were at HASTINGS and winning 2-1. Sam Ellis and a very, very late goal from Sam Crutwell, 10 minutes into injury time, won it for Little Common against HASTINGS. HASTINGS goal scorer was from Philip Johnson. Right at the death, the man pulls it off, Crutwell. It just so happens we've got the goals. Right, Leon, what a great game. Another win on for Common on their travels.
Yeah, yeah. You can't beat a last minute winner, especially that must have been close, like the last kick of the game, or close to. So yeah, that just makes it all the sweeter.
Certainly does. So we then move on to again on the Saturday. It was Bexhill 0, Stenningtown 2. Fourth place Stenningtown with a surprisingly comfortable looking win over Bexhill. Ryan Hallett and Jake Longford with the goals. And it just so happens we've got the ridiculous shot from the halfway line from Stenningtown.
I do keep saying about the conditions down at the Polegrove, and it's gone against them this time.
Leon making friends at Bexhill. Just to add on that game, Bexhill did hit the bar, so they weren't completely out of this game, but they just couldn't score. And as I say, Ryan Hallett hit a ridiculous opener. You don't get many of those.
Wind assisted. Bexhill can't control the winds down there, so
Yeah, there's a lot of wind. Are you saying there's a lot of wind at Bexhill?
Yeah, yeah.
Great quote there. Right. So yeah, we got the 21st, which was the Tuesday. It was Broadbridge Heath 5, Little Common 1, Charlie Parameter, Sam Lemon with 2, Jamie Taylor and Alex Barbary getting the goals for Broadbridge Heath, with Jamie Bunn getting the goal for Little Common. Despite equalising against Promotion O'Falls, Broadbridge, Little Common succumbed to late goals and went down heavily 5-1. a real shame after I think that was 3 wins on the trot there for Little Common.
Yeah, but obviously Broadbridge are one of the, they're right up there. I think if they win their games in hand over Crawley Down and New Haven, they would they should go top. So yeah, obviously a tough evening all round, tough place to go to, especially for a midweek game. So yeah, just one of those days for Little Common, unfortunately.
Yeah, 3 away games on the bounce as well. That's a bit of an annoying one, isn't it? Right, so we go to the fixtures. So on the Saturday, Crawley Down are playing Bexhill. So it's at Crawley Down. Crawley Down have been stuttering a late. So, could this be Bexhill's opportunity to nick a few points?
Yeah, you pretty much covered it. Yeah, Crawley Down's form ain't been that great. So I'd fancy Bexhill to turn up and get a result.
A shonker? Do you think a little shonktastic effort maybe?
Why not?
And Little Common, they've got Lingfield, a double header coming up actually between these two as Lingfield travel to Little Common this Saturday, and then their next fixture is them playing at Lingfield. What do you think, Leon? Lingfield at home, Little Common should get some points there, shouldn't they?
It's quite a tough one to call. I mean, yeah, Little Common's form recently has been good. Yeah, just based on that alone, obviously fancy Little Common, but I think it'd be a tough one because they're pretty similar. Their form's pretty similar, so I think it'll be a good game at least.
Okay, right. So we move on to the MSFL. So first of all, we got the game played on the 18th. On the Saturday, the 18th, in the first game up, which was the Sussex Intermediate Challenge Cup quarter-final, Storrington Community played Hollington. Hollington came out winners 2-1. Charlie Cornford and Lewis McGuigan got the goals for Hollington. Hollington, had what it takes, and despite a late fight back from Storrington, the Lions head into the semis. Not completely unexpected, that, Leon?
No, not at all. No, and can't remember who they've got in the semi, but yeah, no, it was, like I say before, it'd be good if they can get through to the final and hopefully set up a nice tie against Jarvis Brook.
Yeah. And in the actual Prem, Westfield on the Saturday 4, Holland Sports 1, Warren Pethig 2 crackers from George Lane Dace, actually, and Liam Ward got the goals for Westfield. Alfie Harris got the goal for Holland Sports. Westfield, clinical win against a struggling Holland Sports. Landace, actually, that was his 24th of the season, and it just so happens we've got the goals. Another clinical stuff from there from Westfield. Yeah, so other Saturday results. Sedlescombe Rangers 1, Cookfield Rangers 2. Ryan Johnson getting a couple for Cookfield, with Ryan Edwards getting a goal for Sedlescombe. That win puts Cookfield 4th. Not completely unexpected. It was going to be a toughie for Sedlescombe.
Yeah, but it looked like a tight game now. So, hopefully, I'd like to think Sedlescombe gave them a good game. That's one of the teams that are, obviously pushing for one of the top, that second spot.
Yeah. So MSFL fixtures, we got Ringmer versus Sedlescombe Rangers. I mean, they've been a fairly solid side in recent games. Sedlescombe, could they maybe get a draw there? Do you think, Leon?
Can't see why not. No, because obviously we said before they're hard to predict. Sedlescombe 1 week they'll lose the game where you think you sort of expected them to pick up some points, and then vice versa the following week. So, but yeah, I can't see why not.
Okay. Then Hollington are facing third off bottom Ashurst Wood at the Gibbons. I think we say home win there, do we, Leon?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. There's not much to say there.
Right.
And in what I think could potentially be a massive fixture, Linfield versus Battle Town. I mean, it's a massive game for Battle this. I mean, a win could reignite their hopes for that fight for second place. So, yeah, I mean, any result there for Battle Town or make it interesting for a number of sides looking at that second place Linfield, won't it, Leon?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that obviously if they get the win, then that helps other teams out around them as well. So that would be good if they could get the win, obviously from a local point of view, but just to make that battle for second just that more interesting.
Definitely. Sorry, Linfield fans, but we want you to lose.
I'm not sorry.
Oh yeah, Leon's not sorry. Well, we're moving on to ESFL Prem. ESFL Prem first fixture, which was on the 16th. That's a Thursday, and that was in the Eastbourne FA Challenge Cup. Hailsham under-23s 1, Punnets Town 2. Punnets Town's Casey Ham and Michael Keefe getting the goals, winning that game for Punnets Town. On the Saturday, we had in the Macron Hastings Cup, Parson moved seconds, and Robertsbridge United were supposed to play, but it's here. It's been given as an away win, so I presume that Parson Move couldn't field a side. In the league, in the ESFL Prem, Rye Town 0, Crowhurst 0. A very good point for Crowhurst at Rye. Crowhurst above Rye on goal difference, but Rye have 3 games in hand. Let's continue on Saturday. Rockinore 2, Bexhill Town 3. Henry Barnes got a couple, and Olafu Peterson got the other for Bexhill Town. Harry Corkill got 2 for Rockinore. Top of the table, Bexhill. Well, only just beat Rockinore. You'd have expected them to spank them really in a bit of a 5-goal thriller. So nice one there. Hawkhurst United 0, St Leonard Social 1, Kieran Stocker getting the goal. Struggling Hawkhurst were down to 10, and well, they lost it 1-0, didn't they? So there's not much we can say about that. And the final fixture in the ESFL Prem was Punnets Town 5, Westfield Reserves 0. Comfortable win for Punnets in second spot. They're 8 points behind with 2 games in hand. The goals were from Rhys Davies, Callum Hoyles, Connor Middleton, Nicholas Moore, and Mark Phillips. Okay, so ESFL Division 1. The Saturday game, which was on the Macron Store Hastings Cup. Sandhurst 2, Parson Move firsts 0. Thomas Budd and James found the net again. Then moving on to the league. Wadhurst United 2, Battletown Reserves 1, Henry Martin and Dean Tinkham getting the goals for Wadhurst, and Tyler Smith for Battletown Reserves. Battletown are still winless. Little Common Reserves 2, Junior Club Tackleway 8, Kale Hakes, Toby Payne with a hat-trick, Toby Shaw, Jay Tomlin, and off the subs bench, Asher Grindle got a couple, and he let all of Twitter know about it. Little Common Reserves, the couple there from Kit Harris McRae. Just tuck away, just full of confidence and goals, aren't they?
I think I fully expect them to win that. I call it a division, but there's only 6 teams in it. But
ESFL Division 2, in the Macron Hastings Cup, we have Hollington United Reserves 3, Who 3, and then 4-2 for Who. The goals in normal time I have, Who's goals, Connor Loke, Arthur Pepper, and Kian Cornelius. Hollington's goals were from Curtis Beale, Jack Buckley, and Daniel Spice. A great upset in the cup from Who, and a cracking entertainment that Penn's decided. So a little bit of a turn up for the books there.
It's good result for Who. Maybe a change of management for them. Might be seeing upturn in this season. Unfortunately for me at Icklesham, but for them maybe a little. That's what they needed, a little change in management.
In the league, Nordium 75-3, Victoria Baptist 1, Adam Pope, Joe Miller, and Dean Hilton Hoosh for Nordium. Gary Walk getting the goal for Victoria. A much-needed win there from Nordium after some really indifferent form. Ninfield 3, Bexhill Rovers 1. The goals for Ninfield, Gary Bryant, Georgian Utley, and Thomas Saunders. That's 3 second-half goals, won it for Ninfield, and they're top with games in hand. So it looks like it's all theirs. And the last fixture, which was Icklesham Casuals 0, Selskam Rangers Reserves 0. That draw does take Icklesham off the bottom of the table, which is something. Leon, I know you played. How was the match?
Just trying to remember now, so long ago already.
Certainly.
Basically, we all turned up with a bare 11, and our 62-year-old manager is our only sub. Somehow, all of us managed to last the full 90, and I was tasked at left back to mark this right winger about 10 years younger than me. Well, I'm gonna for any listeners, I'm gonna stop whinging about my hamstring because they're probably sick of it. But my hamstring felt tight. But yeah, managed to hold up for a draw. Yeah,
Leon, tell me, did you use any of the dark arts? Come on, tell me. Come on.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Comes with age and experience. But yeah, I mean, a massive shout out to Tom, our goalie, who made a penalty save in the first half. Yeah, I think we had him rattled a little bit in the first half as well. There's a moment where it was a 50-50 really, and their guy come off worse, and they didn't like it. To be honest with you, I mean, there was nothing malicious, but I think we had him rattled a little bit, and then we held firm in the second half, and they had some good players on the bench. When I sort of don't understand why they didn't start them. Maybe they thought there was
took you lightly.
But yeah, exactly. Obviously, Zach Boutwood, I think he's top scorer in our division.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, managed to stop him scoring. And yeah, no, he was pleased with that. Like I say, obviously a bare 11 with your 62-year-old manager on the bench to
Great result.
Get come away from that with a point when a few of us are hobbling off. So yeah, no, I take that. But yeah, obviously Sedlescombe are a good team as well. So fair play to them. They've got a good blend of youth and a couple of older heads in there, and they play some good football. So
Was it a few earned pints after that game?
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, and that Queen's Head.
Excellent. Right, and moving on from that, so we go to Division 3. First game up, which was on Saturday, which would be the ESFL Challenge Cup for third and fourth division teams. Sovereign Saints Reserves 2, Mountfield United 0. Max Butcher and Alvin Sharifi getting the goals for Sovereign Saints. Then in the league, Orrington 3, Westfield Thirds 0. Scott Higgs getting 2, and Tom Benford getting the other goal for Orrington. Orrington part of the pack, chasing second with a comfortable win against bottom club Westfield. That's all that's really got to be said there. Hastings Comets 3, Ryetown Reserves 3. I mean, a cracking result from second off bottom Comets, keeping Ryetown to a draw in an absolute goal fest. Well done them. Their goals, Hastings Comets goals, were from Luke Darville with 2 and Ben Tudor. The goals for Rye were from Oliver Joseph Barrow, Arthur Carapetian, and Ollie Reeder. Crowhurst Reserves 3, Parkfield 0. That is 5 without a win for Parkfield as the chasing pack are catching up. Third place Crowhurst are 2 points behind with 6 games in hand on that second place side. Crowhurst's goals were from Anton Neal with 2 and Harvey Millward. Catsfield 1, Ticehurst 3. Ticehurst's goals from George Brown with 2 and Darren Nichols. Catsfield's goal from Sam Harris. Bexhill AAC Reserves 0. HERSTMONCEUX 4. Jake Brown, Curtis Ayres, Toby Jones and Liam Johnson. HERSTMONCEUX continue to bang in their goals with another spanking victory, and it just so happens we've got some of the goals.
Jake Brown! Good, JT! Can we get back? That's it. Go on! Yes! Yes!
So Division 4, Westfield Fourths 3, Parsamouth Thirds 5. Parsamouth's goals were from Freddie Novice with 2, Hayden Phillips with 2, and Che Winchester. At time of recording, Westfield Fourth's goals were not up. Junior Club Tackleway Reserves 1, Hawkhurst United Reserves 2. Hawkhurst goals from George Lawrence and Joe Walsh. Jamie Pelling getting the goal for Tackleway Reserves. Hastings Athletic 3, Sedlescombe Rangers Development 5. Bottom Club Hastings Athletic make a real go of it in this absolute card and goal fest against second place Sedlescombe. Derek Langley got sent off for Sedlescombe, and the goals for Söderscombe were from Tom Akerley with 2, Jake Warner with 2, and possibly an OG. Doesn't say, but I'll take that as an OG. Hastings Athletic goals were from Joseph Simeon and Charlie McDonald. And the final result, Battletown Thirds 2, Robertsbridge United Reserves 1. Alex Neville and Luke Gasson, possible relation, we'll never know, for Battletown. And Robertsbridge's goal was from Jake Dean. And that win for Battletown Thirds takes them to 4th. So that's the league. Let's move on to the ESFL Team of the Week. As we can see, that great performance from Icklesham's goalie, Tom Leggett, in goal for Icklesham. That penalty save has obviously got him in the Team of the Week. Well done him. Lots of familiar names there. The left and right back from Hollington, Taylor Beale, Tommy Childs, a certain Chris Agata in midfield for Ninfield, Hayden Phillips, Anton Neal, Luke Darvales. Dean Hilton-Hughes. These all regular goal scorers at this levels. Not a bad side there, actually, this time, Liam, is there?
No, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say it's the same few names you keep seeing pop up. Yeah. No,
good stuff. And the Team of the Week did come in fairly quickly, so lots of voting going on. That's really good. Let's keep that going, lads. Right. Okay, Leon. Well, that was the week that was. I'll see you next week.
I'll see you next week, mate.